Budget gaming laptops under $400 remain a compelling entry point for students, casual gamers, and light productivity users who want portability without breaking the bank. These models typically prioritize cost efficiency over raw performance, but can still deliver usable 1080p experiences, solid battery life, and essential modern amenities like Wi-Fi 6 or Windows 11.
Product number 1. Acer Aspire 3 A315-24P-R7VH Slim Laptop, 15.6-inch Full HD IPS, AMD Ryzen 3 7320U quad-core. The Acer Aspire 3 presents a slim 15.6-inch Full HD IPS display paired with a modern Ryzen 3 7320U APU and 8GB of LPDDR5 memory, along with a compact 128GB NVMe SSD. The inclusion of Wi-Fi 6 and a relatively light chassis, 3.92 pounds, makes it a portable option in this price tier, while a backlit keyboard adds everyday practicality for typing in dim environments. The machine ships with Windows 11 Home or S mode in some SKUs and advertises up to 11 hours of battery life in its spec sheet, which is competitive for its category. Performance-wise, the Ryzen 3 7320U paired with Radeon graphics targets everyday productivity and light content consumption with predictable performance. Multitasking benchmarks will favor sufficient RAM, and the 128GB NVMe SSD keeps boot times and app launches snappy for a budget device, though storage is tight for a larger media library or game installs. The 15.6-inch IPS panel should provide decent viewing angles and color accuracy for general use, while the 8GB RAM helps with browser-based multitasking and casual games that benefit from the GPU integration. Real-world use will feel smoother with light gaming titles at 720p to 1080p settings, and modest load times thanks to the NVMe drive. Prospective buyers should be mindful of the entry-level 128GB SSD that may necessitate external storage or cloud backups for larger libraries.
Product number 2. 15.6-inch laptop. This Tunhale UL153 model targets extreme affordability with a 15.6-inch Full HD IPS display, 12GB RAM, and a 256GB SSD, plus 180-degree touchscreen-friendly flexibility and Windows 11 Pro. It emphasizes expansion options via TF card and a range of ports for connectivity, including mini HDMI. The Celeron N4000, while dated, is paired with 12GB RAM to improve multitasking capacity for everyday tasks and light workloads. The claim of a 20-hour battery life stands out, though real-world results in this sub-$300 segment should be interpreted conservatively. Performance-wise, the N4000 with UHD 600 graphics is adequate for web browsing, office tasks, and streaming, but will struggle with modern titles beyond very light gaming or retro titles. The 12GB RAM helps with browser multitasking and productivity tasks, but the 256GB SSD could be a bottleneck if you install many programs. The 15.6-inch display and 180-degree hinge orientation offer versatility for travel, note-taking, or shared screens, while the Windows 11 Pro license adds enterprise-style features. Battery life claims are ambitious for this class. Expect typical mixed-use longevity rather than a full 20 hours under gaming or heavy use. Product number 3. Coolby 15.6-inch laptop. The Coolby ReaBook bundles 12GB RAM, a 256GB NVMe-style storage approach, and a 15.6-inch FHD IPS panel with an Intel N95 or N5095 quad-core processor. It adds a fingerprint sensor and a Windows 11 Pro license, while offering dual Type-C charging ports and a backlit keyboard.
The overall package is aimed at productivity-heavy users who value security features and a broad connectivity suite in a sub-$300 price point. In practice, the N5095-based platform provides respectable performance for everyday tasks, media editing light workloads, and light gaming. The 12GB RAM helps with multitasking and caching, while the 256GB SSD keeps boot and load times reasonable. The 180-degree hinge design enhances collaboration or media viewing with others. Potential drawbacks include the presence of Wi-Fi 5 instead of Wi-Fi 6 in some budget configurations, and the absence of a discrete GPU means you should temper expectations for gaming beyond indie titles or older games at medium settings.
Product number 4. Laptop, Core i5. The Dunhu Yi 11 is a 15.3-inch laptop that targets heavy multitasking with an unusual combination of 24GB RAM and 512GB SSD, an i5 class core, low-power variant, and a 1920 by 1200 display. It emphasizes a 180-degree hinge, a numeric keypad, and a robust connection set, HDMI, USB, Type-C with Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 4.2. The higher RAM capacity is a standout in this budget tier, enabling smoother multitasking and more demanding workloads for a sub-$310 system. Performance-wise, the Intel Core-based platform paired with 24GB RAM is capable of handling heavy productivity, light photo or video editing, and casual gaming at modest settings. The higher resolution 1920 by 1200 panel offers improved vertical workspace and clarity for content creation. However, the CPU clock speeds and thermal design in budget devices can limit sustained gaming performance and long-term thermals. Build quality and display size are solid for a budget model, but the device's 8-hour battery life is typical rather than exceptional in this class. Product number 5. Gaming laptop. Omnica's model pairs a quad-core N5095 with a generous 24GB DDR4 RAM and 512GB SSD, aiming at productivity and on-the-go gaming within a compact 15.6-inch chassis. It adds a fingerprint sensor, backlit keyboard, Windows 11 Pro, and a 38-watt-hour battery. The feature set is compelling for students and professionals who multitask heavily and occasionally game, while the 15.6-inch size keeps it portable. Performance-wise, the N5095 provides solid baseline CPU performance for everyday tasks, virtual multitasking, and some light content creation. The 24GB RAM aids caching and multi-app workflows, though DDR4 speed and CPU horsepower limit it from challenging modern AAA titles. The 1920 by 1200 display adds vertical space for productivity, and the 38-watt-hour battery offers reasonable endurance in mixed-use scenarios. The combination of Windows 11 Pro and a fingerprint sensor makes it attractive for business users who value security and efficiency.